All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Getting a couple of things lined up here before we get going in the show. What's up? If you're new here, my name is Jerry. This is Simply Cyber, and every single Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, just like right now, I play World of Haiku or Haiku Pro. They are game-based cybersecurity learning platforms designed, World of Haiku specifically is what we're going to be getting into today, designed to help anyone regardless of their experience, regardless of their skill level, regardless of their technical acumen, to be able to kind of, basically jump in, get started, start learning some fundamental Linux commands, mostly around the file management aspects of Linux. Jerry, what does that mean? Like basically navigating up and down a file structure. If you're familiar with a Windows box, as almost everybody is at this point, you double click on a folder, you expand the folder, you go into a folder, maybe there's other files in that folder, there's folders in that folder, right? It's structured. There's like a concept behind it, that's why they call it files and folders, right? Because it's basically a concept that people can relate to. And that's exactly how modern operating systems are laid out, with files in directories in what they're actually called, not folders. And navigating up and down them, copying files to other locations, accessing files, listing the contents of files, getting more information on files and folders. These are fundamental basics, right? It's like understanding when you go to like a new city or something, or like you start a job at a new office, you're like, okay, like where's the bathroom? What is like, when do we show up to work? When do we leave? When do we take lunch? Like, is there a break room? Or, is it better to use the side door than the front door because it's faster? Like whatever it is, you get the lay of the land, and then you start actually understanding how work is being done at that business. It's very similar, right? On learning basic Linux fundamentals. I do want to say what's up to everybody in chat. Hey, Ben Howard, no lunch for me. No, I can't CD into the lunchroom. Dan Reardon's got a laptop screaming with 32 gigs of RAM, so I love that. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you. Margarita Giron, good to see you. So there's two Haiku games, right? One is called Haiku Pro, and that is the one that's like a cyber range. That's a little bit more advanced, and you're actually practicing skills, although I do have an update on the approach to Haiku Pro, if you guys remind me later on, because today is more of a Haiku Pro, today's a World of Haiku stream. But World of Haiku is kind of a single player on rails storyline, start at zero and gets pretty good at running around in Linux file system and learning some cybersecurity tools like John the Ripper, nmap, which is a seminal tool, and Hydra, Durbuster, SQL map is coming. Don't tell the devs that I told you that, but it is coming. Let me get Jonathan Bell up in here. I do like him for the streams. Cool. All right. Oh, good. Okay, Margarita, I hope you enjoyed it. So what we're going to be doing today, I thought we might kick it a little old school, people. I'm going to show you level 1 of World of Haiku because I really want to show you that it starts with 0 background knowledge, okay? And the people at World of Haiku are integrating learning engineering. Now, that might just sound like a 2023 buzzword, right? Single pane of glass, learning engineering, etc. But it is actually a real thing. If you're familiar with Duolingo, the way it teaches you a foreign language, it really transforms the entire paradigm of education. So it's like, it shows you something, it tells you to use it, it tells you again when you should use it, and then it like waits a little bit, has you do something else, and then it asks you to do something and you have to remember how to do it. And if you don't remember, that's okay, because it'll show you how to do it. And then it basically breeds good habits, good behavior, practice, repeatability, etc. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And then that won't take very long. That'll take like 5-10 minutes. And then we will jump into a dojo and we'll do some like Matrix style, like now I know Kung Fu. Oh, misty-eyed. You're too kind. You're too kind. Do we have a sounder for that? Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. All right. If you have any questions, if you know me, then you know I love answering any and all your questions. But if you are new here, you just stumbled in, I'm all about helping everybody learn as much cybersecurity as they want. Ben Howard asks, did I ever figure out the content management gone wrong that we could not figure out how to upload the PHP file the other week? No, Ben, I actually did not go back and play that. I wanted to, and then like everything else in my life, I just got swept away into the next thing and couldn't get back to it. So, Mondre Seg, good to see you. All right, and if you're interested in learning more about World of Haiku, I pinned a comment up here. It's got a URL in it. You'll have to come over to the YouTube side, LinkedIn people, Facebook people. Come over to the Simply Cyber channel on YouTube. We're live over there right now. And basically, this is the link. There's links in the description below, but there was like an issue with one of the links, so I was provided this link. So that's it. Is there a good Hey, Patrick Vance, I saw your message about RSA Archer. Don't think I didn't see that. I just haven't got a chance. Is there a good resource for when you get stuck on a level like 6A? Avoid like the plague. Can't get Hydra to work. Where the word list is located. Yeah, Patrick, there's a little bit of help on that. There's a hint system that you can use. But I will tell you, yeah, there's a Discord for Haiku. That's a great point, Ben. You could check that out. I will tell you, with 6A, 6B, you really want to take good notes because you actually cover a lot of different machines and get a lot of different usernames and passwords, and it can get very confusing very quick. I myself have gotten jammed up on 6A in the past, so I know about it. All right, so let's get into it a little bit. I'll keep monitoring chat, but let's do this really quickly. You can see here, World of Haiku has dropped a... Oh, I might be playing I might be playing a secret dev version because I didn't move out of the dev build, but that's okay. That's not going to affect what we're doing here. I do want you hold on, where's my you guys can't see me, right? Where's my camera? Bro. Doink? Nope, hold on, that's too much. Too much camera. Do we want to do this and then this? Yes. And then this. And then where do you guys want me? Like, whoa! Should I be over here? Up here? Should I be up here? Where do you want me? I think down here is cool for now. All right, I'll go right here. All right. You can see me from Texas. I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Samuel Darko. It's very, very kind of you. All right. Nobody pay attention to the SQL map. SQL map is coming, but it's not ready. The devs told me not to show it, and I'm accidentally in the. They would be so mad if I just started ripping around in SQL map. All right, so I'm going to click new game here. We're going to go ahead and proceed. Hold on, let me load a game then. All right, Misty Eye's out in Cali, so it's 1 o'clock there. All right, let me click through this. All right, so really quickly, just to orientate everybody, This right here is World of Haiku, and we're in Volume 1, and you can see that there's 8 worlds. Now pay attention that World 1 is here, and the only kind of route out of it is to World 2 to World 3. So even though it's stacked like this, it's basically a linear experience. And in each world, there's 2 missions. You can see that right there. And these little Tori, if you're familiar with Tories, those I guess objects or whatever you want to call them in I think it's Japanese culture. The Tori, there's 3 of them here. Those indicate dojos. Those are we'll look at dojos in a little bit, but dojos are basically dynamically generated challenges that are like little side quests. They're like 15 minutes and you can bang through, and it's really so you can reinforce your knowledge and muscle memory of the tools nmap, John, and Hydra. So this range right here in the middle, this dojo is an nmap one, so you'll use a lot of nmap, right? All right. Steve's got his Sec Plus and Azure Fundamentals. Very nice. You think I should get the Net Plus? So Steve, what I'll say about Net Plus is I don't think the Net Plus gets you a lot of value, but I would say get the knowledge in the Net Plus, right? So the cert isn't really going to make or break you as a candidate to anybody, but understanding networking is incredibly valuable. So you'll want to get the knowledge, okay? Yeah, see, Caleb agrees. Skip the cert, get the knowledge. That's important, okay? CYSA Plus is good if you want to go SecOps or SOC Analyst. SC 900 and SC 500 are good if you want to... is it SC or AZ? Whatever it is, the 500 for Azure is a good one. All right, so you can see here all these worlds, and again, they stack on each other. Let's go and do World 1A. This is, if you were brand new here, if you were just starting, if you're transitioning from a different career, right? Like you're a marketing person or you're a heavy machine operator or law enforcement, and you're like, oh my God, like I don't even know Linux. It's too intimidating. Hell, I'll just do something else, right? I'll just keep moving heavy machinery or whatever. This is where you'd start, okay? And I want to show you like what this experience looks like because it's cool. Curtis Ashton says, Curtis just got the CISSP. Congratulations on that, Curtis. Do you think the game will help me get in the Pen Test Plus? Yeah, so what I would say, Curtis, is World of Haiku, which is what we're playing right now, would be fun for you. Thank you, Justin Gold. Yeah, the AZ 500 is what I was talking about. I'll bring it on stream really quickly. You can see Justin put it there. I would say, Curtis, World of Haiku is probably not going to be super challenging to you, but you will enjoy it, right? It'll reinforce some skills you have. It'll remind you a couple things. Haiku Pro, the other platform, would help you with Pen Test Plus doing those type of skills. Christopher K. Hall was told to learn coding. You can be wildly successful in InfoSec and not know how to code. It does help you in some capacities, but you do not need to know how to code to be working in InfoSec. All right, so you get introduced to some characters right off the rip. This guy's name is Gungir, and he's essentially like your Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? He's like the elder statesman who's going to kind of mentor us and keep us going. So he's the first person you meet, okay? He says, look, Jerry, don't freak out. I'm Gungir, head honcho of Cybermancers. Oh, another thing that they do in the World of Haiku is they have like a rich story that they build with, characters and lore. And, it really is an immersive world, which is really cool. He said, you and I met many moons ago when you were still too young to remember. It's recently come to my attention, the Cybermanters, that the terrorist faction known as Agenda 21 have taken an interest in us. So we are basically like Luke Skywalker, actually, it's not even Luke Skywalker. This is a bit of a deep cut, but if you're familiar with Wheel of Time, we are Rand Althor, okay? So we've got mad skills, but we don't know it ourselves, and the bad guys know that there's somebody with mad skills somewhere over here, and they're looking for us, okay? Bit of a deep cut, but I will tell you, if you are a Wheel of Time fan, you know exactly what I just said. All right, come with me if you want to live. Just kidding. Really not that serious yet, but yeah. Oh, he's making a Arnold Schwarzenegger joke. By the way, this game is set in like a post-apocalyptic, dystopian techno-punk future. Walk and we'll talk. All right, buddy. Yeah, I agree with Ben. Python's the one that you should, if you're gonna look at learning. It's very easy. It's interpreted. It's not really heavy on schema. He says he feels terrible that he wants us to retrieve an artifact known as the Zion key. Very cool. All right, so they're going to continue to bring up some of the lore here. Hey, Jenny Housley, good to see you. Yeah, the reason you'd want to learn Python is because a lot of tools are written in Python, a lot of malware, not a lot of malware, but like it just, once you learn one programming language, you kind of understand like structure, variables, functions, programming loops, control structures, stuff like that. So then you can kind of like look at other code and get it. All right. So this guy, oh, we got a new player has entered the chat. Okay. All right, we've got the sorceress here. I'm gonna just keep digging on because you can get into the world of haiku on your own time. Again, there's a pinned link in chat if you're interested in learning more about it. Okay, so the first thing it's going to do is get us into the CLI, the command line interface, which famously I heard Todd Lamley, if you know Todd Lamley, he's like the big Cisco training guy. He actually did a boot camp that I took. He told me that he calls the CLI the cache line interface. Because once you know how to use it, you can make money. All right, so let's do PWD, our first command. So I want to point out the learning engineering here. He's just telling us to enter PWD and see where we are in the file system. So we're going to hit PWD. It gives us a bit of visual feedback. All right. He says, okay, so now we see that, we're in the root directory, which is probably not informative if you're new here and don't know anything. But let's do ls. This is list, right? He's teaching us. This is basic education, right? This is, hey, do this, do this. Now we're going to switch directories. You see how he says, see the folder called applications? So we can see that, okay? We want to go into it. So we're going to type cd and hit A. And then cheat and hit tab complete, okay? Now we're in the applications directory. And again, you can see when we do PWD, we're in the applications directory. All we basically did, guys, here's the deal. We're in like a house or a room. And in the room, there's a couple doors, right? And like the door application, we can open and walk through. And inside the application room, we have a bunch of apps, right? These are like chairs and couches and stuff in that room. And if we want to go back up our directory, we have to walk back through that door. We have to go up, right? So that's kind of like CD is. All right, Joplin for notes. That's pretty good. Data camp person. I don't know that one, Justin. Oh my God, dude. C is, yeah. I had to do C++ in college. That's how old I am. All right, so we went up a directory. Now you move around. Don't forget, it's always where am I? What's here? Where can I go? Okay. See? He's telling us about tab complete now, so we can do cd doc tab. And tab complete is something that you will just learn, guys. Like as you get flying around on a Linux command line, tab complete and then pushing up to go into the bash history. Do you see on the bottom right command line, or bottom right of the feed right now, how the terminal is just switching? I'm pushing up and down arrow to iterate over the bash history. All right, so now we're going to go into the documents and we're going to hit PWD. That's where we are. We're going to list the documents. You can see there's a bunch of files in here. No big deal. Yeah, tab complete's awesome. In fact, I'll tell you what, the original version of World of Haiku did not have tab complete, and it was the most requested function. People were not happy about it, including, I'll give you a hint, 2 thumbs and smiling right now. This guy needed me some tab complete. All right, now it's going to teach us the command cat. And cat I think, not to confuse everybody, but I think it's short for concatenate, and it was originally designed for merging files. But if you just type in one file, it will dump the contents of that file if it's ASCII text, right? You can also, just to show you guys, oh, come on, man. All right, so this is a virtualized Linux instance, so certain things that you can normally do in Linux you can't do in this, but if you do cat ssh.exe, see how it's a bunch of junk? Because SSHE is a Linux binary. I mean, it really shouldn't say exe, but that's a technicality. But my point is, compile programs, you can't look at the source code, okay? So let's go back to documents. And now we're going to do man, whatever, nmap. You should always remember man. If you don't know what a program's arguments are, like what can you pass it, how is it supposed to be used, man and then the file name is really, really good. And then when you get lazy, you can do man, application name, grep, and then and then just look for the keyword. Like, you know that cat can add line numbers. So I just did this earlier today, just like cat, or man, cat, pipe, grep, line number. Hey, Mark Spano, that's very kind of you. If you're talking to me, I don't know if you're talking to me. You could actually be talking about Gungear right now. All right, so here's the manual. Very similar to typing man into a command line interface. The World of Haiku has actually just made it as like a lookup resource, so it's a little bit easier on you. You can always close a window if you want. You can always reopen it if you want. It's very easy to move around and navigate. This is a really well fleshed out application for teaching cybersecurity in Linux. All right, we get awarded badges. Let's go check out the badges here. It tracks streaks. All right, you can also do a little notepad. Hold on, there's a lot going on the screen right now. So just give me a second, I gotta clean the screen up. There's also notes here, right? So we can do note, new note 5, like I'm gonna say, hi Jenny Housley, right? And then you could type any notes, like, you know, like, I don't know, CD is for switching directories, right? That would be a real note. Another one you might say is like, Mark Speno, username is mspeno, password is, you know, like SolarWinds123, right? So you want to take notes, especially when you're playing the different maps. One, to reinforce your own education and learning, but also to, like when you start popping multiple boxes and you've got like different IPs, different usernames, you might find a whole dump of username and passwords. You got to keep it all in order. Yeah. I wonder if I can. No, you can't. You can't. I'm doing what Justin just said. I'm trying to add emotes right now, and you can't do it. So anyways, that's the notes. So that's pretty useful. We'll come back to that later. Oh, and we have Rascal, who's like our little right-hand man. I will give it 5 stars. Nice job. Okay, and that's it. So we completed the first mission. Very easy, right? Like, very easy. It told you what you needed to do. You didn't really, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but you really didn't have to think too much. It's just like any other good class. It's introducing some concepts to you so you can get familiar with them, so you can wrap your head around it, right? It's not like a flashcard, like with no context, like CD changes directories, cat dumps the file contents of a program, go. Like it doesn't do that. It gives you context. Like, here's a file system. We're going up and down. We're looking at the contents. Here's, you know, kind of a little bit of the interface, right? It's crawl, walk, run. Okay, so let's go on to the next mission. 1B. Now we get Rascal. Rascal's like our pal, right? As much as like Gungear would be our Obi-Wan Kenobi, Rascal is like our C-3PO, okay? He's like always there. He's always got like, you know, some information that's useful. Sometimes he's annoying. It's a very close comparable here. All right. So let's go back to the map. Hold on one second. Oh, so Rascal's telling us Welcome back. We can explore wherever. He's introducing himself. That's fine. So we can type, who am I? Now, guys, by the way, who am I? PWD, CD, LS, cat. These are all real Linux commands. You're learning real Linux commands. It's just in a game-based platform. All right, so now we need to navigate through the workstations to find the following 5 items. These are essentially flags, right? This is what we're trying to get. Steve says, thanks, Caleb Kirkish. My plan is to start Blue Team career path on Try Hack Me, and then I got into the pen testing course from TCM Security. Nice. I will tell you, Steve, when you say pen testing, if you're talking about practical ethical hacking, that is an awesome course. Awesome course. I think I've bought it like 3 times. Heath did an amazing job. In fact, that's the course that was so great that it launched TCM Academy effectively. All right, let's get these flags now, y'all. All right, you will encounter file or directory names. This is true. So let's go to the documents directory. Tab complete. Now let's list the files. All right. Now they see a file called housetask.xml, which stands for Extensible Markup Language. A little bit of extra information there for you. Where's for my squad members? That's a Snake Eyes moment there. The more you know. All right, so we're going to do cat house tasks. Tab complete. And you can see it dumped all the contents of that file. Okay, and I know my big squash is in the way. All right, so let's go ahead. You can see here also on the top left, these are the outstanding like action items for us to do. And when we complete one, we'll get it knocked off, okay? All right, so let's find these 5 items, y'all. Let's do cat contact email, the first file in the directory. Ooh, nailed it. All right, so that's our first flag, so we knocked that out. Okay, now we need to look at other files. We'll look at Bianca's diary entry. Okay, we'll look at this workout log. Nothing there. We'll go to the downloads directory. We're going to cat this domain registration email. Nailed it. All right. See, he's very happy with us. Oh, we just unlocked a new machine. Now, one thing that the game does that I do want to point out, you could see here, it says SSH authentication successful. We just SSH'd from the box we were in into the box at 192.168.1205 with username bhampton, and we had the password cellar room, which we did not type. It just happened automatically. Now, this is another important aspect of the game. It doesn't want to overwhelm you with too much information right off the rip. So what it does is it just handles the SSH connection and doesn't really explain it. You just get whisked away to the next machine, right? And that's okay. It'll teach us SSH later. So another learning engineering technique. It's not trying to overwhelm us. All right, so now we're on another machine. We can see we're logged in. Bye. See you later. Thanks, buddy. My youngest just came in to say have a good live stream. Okay, so now we're just going to rinse and repeat, guys. And again, this is another... It might not look great and fun to you out in internet land, but guys, I'm literally typing CD, LS, cat, right? It might be like a fun little challenge that I'm going through these servers looking for these files, but I'm literally retyping the same thing over and over and over again. You're going to get very familiar with it. Muscle memory. Oh, like I don't even think about like, oh, I got to go up a directory. It's like it's just like I'm navigating around, right? And you'll get that level of comfort too. And then once you have that level of comfort in Linux, then you can start doing a little bit more interesting things in Linux. You can use get and clone down a repo from GitHub and move into the directory and then start playing with that binary. You can pull down, security tools and look at their source code and stuff because you are comfortable moving around, right? You don't need Windows. All right, so let's check it out. Oh, we just SSH'd into another box. We're moving. We're moving, baby. It's moving day. All right. So let's do that. We're in the documents directory. We're going to cat on declaration of ownership. You can see we're slowly going down our punch list up here too, y'all. All right. So let's keep looking. We're going to go backwards the directory. Oh, see, this is a directory inside a directory. Very Inception. Ooh, we got the domain transfer from RoboDaddy. Who's your RoboDaddy? All right, here, Gungir's back. Good work so far. Didn't appreciate the RoboDaddy joke. All right, now he's intercepting and saying, like, enough with the training. Now, we're about to get access to the File Explorer. I do want to tell you something. All right, now it's also teaching us about IP address and networking. I mean, this is by no way an exhaustive course on networking, okay? I use the username and password she sent us to get into the server. Let's take a look around. We are sorceress, excuse me. CD documents. Let's look in here. Ooh, intercepted emails. Very she. All right, let's look at all of these. Ooh, we got another one. Oh my God, Christopher Cahill, is that real? Is that's got to be a joke? Like an uber hardcore Ubuntu instance. Enter directory via File Explorer. Okay. All right, so let's keep going here. I'm going backwards up the directory. Now I'm going into the trash can. Ooh, the Zion key. We found it. All right, we're going to enter directory via the File Explorer. Look, we're going to use the up arrow in the File Explorer. And you see, look in the terminal shell on the bottom right. And then look at what I'm doing here. So when I click this, it's the same as saying CD systems, okay? See? CD systems. And when I push up, it's the same as CD ... Do you see? So this File Explorer should look really familiar to many of you. This is very similar to how you navigate a GUI, or a graphical user interface, GUI. It's pronounced GUI. Whatever you do, don't seek comfort and be like, oh, the File Explorer, like, that's so much more familiar. Like, that feels good. I don't want to do the command line interface because I know how to do the GUI. Bump that, lean into uncomfortable, get comfortable on a command line. You're going to be way faster moving around. Once you understand how to use a command line, it's like the training wheels are off and you're moving and shaking like a boss, okay? Okay, so he's just kind of laying out that looked like I didn't follow the I think I screwed up. There we go. So now you can double click and open the file. So on the right here, we just dump the contents to a command line. But here we open it like a file. Like this is like essentially like Notepad, okay? What's up, Sean Washington? I hope you're enjoying the cool beats of Jonathan Bell while you're driving. Okay. Okay, so we're going to close this. We're going to close this. All right, so now hopefully you understand File Explorer, Terminal, Shell, or Command Line Interface. People call it Command Line Interface. People call it Terminal. People call it Shells. People call it, I mean, that's basically what they call it. So you may hear those terms kind of used interchangeably. They're all the same. Yeah, Curtis Ashton. It is. All right, so let's keep looking. Find File Explorer Activator. All right. I don't even know what File Explorer Activator is. What is that? Ooh. Can't open a Zion key. All right, I think I maybe dorked this all up because I was running around talking and just hanging. Find File Explorer. Oh, I'm actually not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do right now. See, the thing is, with the game on Rails and it being a tutorial, they're not expecting you to kind of fly around and do different stuff like I was doing. So I may have... Oh, there it is. All right, so now we found the File Explorer activator. Very nice. Thanks, Caleb. There we go. All right. There's going to be some major cyber attacks. We're caught up in the middle. Let's boogie, baby. All right. So a little bit of storyline, a little bit of comfort, a little bit. Now, hopefully you saw in Mission 1, it introduced us to CD Cat LS. And then in Mission 1B, or the second mission that we played, it told us like a little bit, but it didn't say CD into applications directory. It said, you're on this machine, go through the directories and see if you can find something. And then I think the very first time it says you can use CD, like reminding you, but not telling you type exactly this in. And this is that second phase of the learning engineering, the walk phase of crawl, walk, run. And by the end, you're done with 1B. You've probably typed cat 30 times, 40 times. You've probably typed ls 25 times, right? So not that that makes you a Linux administrator. You're not going to get a job after playing this game for 15 minutes. But you see that it doesn't take long to start getting, you know, like practical skills, hands-on skills. And obviously there's 8 worlds for you to explore that take you through all of it. So, I mean, by the time you reach mission 5, you've already like run multiple security control, like multiple. You've done SSH, you've done nmap, you've done these other things. I'm going to show off a dojo here because I wanted to do an hour stream today. All right, looks like we're losing some people on stream. I don't know if people are boogieing out of here because they don't enjoy it or because it's the end of the day and they're punching out. But hopefully it's time to punch out. I do try to be engaging, entertaining. Speaking of that, if you're getting value from the stream, hit the like button. It goes a long way to helping other people find out that what we're doing over here. All right, here we go. So I've rebooted this. Sean Washington stuck on 8A. I see you, Carrie. All right, yeah, thanks, Justin Gold. Yeah, I hear you, Carrie. All right, guys, so check it out. When a dojo starts, this guy is your dojo bot, okay? And he just gives some explanations as to what a dojo is. You don't need him today because you got me. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm the captain now. Do I have that sound effect? No, of course not. All right, well, just know that I'm the captain now. So I will be directing you, all right? Go into the directory named secret folder. So let's go into the secret folder directory. Now let's do flagged file. And that's it, right? He's just showing us the mechanism of submitting a flag inside of the dojos. Holy crap, Hugo. Hugo, what is a load shedding? What does load shedding mean? I've never heard that term before. And why are you, I'm glad you're safe now, but what's a load shedding? It does look like a peep in a sweater. And the one thing I'd really like say about Inkyall, why is his hand the size of his body? Like that seems kind of bananas, honestly. All right, so this dojo can be tricky. We're going to use nmap a lot. This is the nmap dojo. You can see that here are the challenges. I know it's tough to see on stream, but these are the actual flags we're going to be trying to go for. If you were to spin this dojo up yourself, you would have different flags. So every time you play it, it's different, which is fantastic because you can replay it and continue to refine, harness, drill in those skills. This is basically like going to a shooting range and shooting, right? It's the same experience. It's just, slightly different. I guess maybe a shooting range isn't the best example because it's the same thing every time, but you get what I'm saying. All right, Jenny Housley, be good. We'll be here and mapping it all up. Holy crap. Power cuts, huh? Scheduled brownouts to conserve power. Wow. Well, Hugo, I'm glad you're here right now, and thank you, community members, for helping me with that term. I had not heard of that before. I get a snake eyes for me. The more I know. All right, so let's check out the dojo, okay? So we're in here right now. Whoops. Wrong window, Jerry. I just typed LS into chat. Whoops. Okay. All right, so now we're in here. Let's go back. We have to find... All right, so here's the first thing. We're going to do ifconfig to see like what our IP address is in the net mask. We have found our net mask. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you see how when you hover over, you can see the IP addresses? So we need to find the operating system of Emma's PC. So let's find Emma's PC. By the way, this map is dynamically generated by the world builder that I actually highlighted on stream 2 weeks ago. The ability to build your own maps and labs is coming to World of Haiku. It's pretty sick. All right, so we're going to do nmap 192.239.91.99. This is Emma's PC. And you can see here we got, 2 listening services, SSH and POP3, old school mail. But we need Emma's operating system, so we have to do a more involved nmap scan. What does that mean? Nmap has a bunch of arguments you can pass it in order to do different types of scans. So let's go ahead and do -O to discover the operating system. This is just like the real nmap command in real life. Okay? So if you are practicing this isn't like any different, right? If like next time you're doing nmap in real life, if you wanted to know the operating system, you could do nmap-O, right? And you can see it's running Ubuntu. So we have to do man flag, because I forget the flags. Flag is not a real command. It's only for the context of this dojo. All right, we're going to submit flag -ov Ubuntu. Okay, hold on. All right, hold on. That did not work. She's running Ubuntu, right? And, the operating system version? Yeah, Ubuntu, right? I mean, what else is there? Here, maybe, let's do nmap-o-sv to get software versions. And it's actually version 20.04.4.lts. So now let's do flag-ov, and then use quotes because it's got white spaces in it. Or I don't even know if that's correct anymore to say white spaces. It's got blank spaces in between. There we go. All right. So we got that second flag done, right? Using nmap, we're looking at nmap-O for operating system, okay? Let's keep going and look for the username, or let's find the version of IMAP on Just PC. So Just PC is right here. So let's do nmap-sv 192.237.15.243. You can see here we show that it's running IMAP, and it's running IMAP 4v1. So let's say flag dash SV imap 4B1. And we got another flag. I don't know what you mean, Jezbo, but I just really enjoy cybersecurity. All right, so let's go on to Michelle's PC. All right, so now we got Michelle's PC. Again, all we're doing is typing nmap repeatedly, okay? Nmap 191.71.179.243, and we're going to say dash SV to get all the services, okay? 0 hosts were scanned. I must have typed in the IP incorrectly. I did. So I'm so used to typing 192, honestly. All right. So the only services listening on Michelle's PC is SSH. So we would say flag. We have to actually look at what the flags are. All right, Curtis Ashton, thank you for the feedback. I'll let the team know at Haiku about a pen test learning path. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, so let's take flag dash SL and then SSH. There we go. That was Michelle's PC. Now we have to find the full username of Alexa's PC. Now, this is not exactly an accurate depiction of reality. You're not going to get usernames from an nmap scan, but that's okay. So we're going to run nmap on this guy, and then, and you can see here, it gives us the username. Do you see that? I know it's a little bit hard to see, but when we do the full, give me all the kit and caboodle. Sean Washington, I'm currently streaming on YouTube and LinkedIn under the Gerald Dojo accounts. And then also I'm streaming in a paired capacity to YouTube and Facebook, Haiku Inc.'s channels. All right, so I've got the username here for Alexis Vasquez. So we're going to do man flag because I forget the argument for usernames. It's -u. Okay, so flag -u and then Alexis Vasquez. And there it is. Nope. No Carl. Jezbro just rolled into Cert 4 Cyber Solution course here through a free TAFE government-funded college course. Looking forward to it. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome, Jezbo. In fact, stick around if you want. Can you put a link in chat? I would love to, spend a minute at the end kind of jaw-jacking and look at that actual program. Not to like say yes or no, but just maybe an opportunity on how to like get the most value out of it or how you might pair it with something else. All right. So we've got almost everything here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's find creds on Noah's PC. So first we got to find Noah's PC. And this, I saved this one for last on purpose because it goes beyond nmap, which is cool, right? Just because this is an nmap dojo doesn't mean that it's not going to challenge you to do a little bit more, okay? Again, learning engineering, it's reinforcing things you've learned on the platform to date, okay? So now we're going to log in. We're going to hack the GIPs in here. We're going to SSH. We're going to SSH up into this box. We're all up in this box's piece. All right, here we go. Where's Noah's box? There it is. 191.190.91.69. Right? And then the password is this long, hot mess. And there we go. We just hacked into his box, right? I mean, yeah, I know Edwin Stafford. There's a huge group of folks on LinkedIn, on YouTube watching right now. When I do jaw jacking, I'll have chat up and you can see it there. I just don't have it visible to everybody. Is there any way World of Haiku could be set for multiple screens? No, because right now World of Haiku plays inside of Steam or Xsola. And it's like, you know, a contained thing, right? I guess you might be able to expand it. To be honest with you, Steam kind of annoys me because when you launch a Steam game, it goes full screen. I have 4 screens and it like randomly picks one, which is super frustrating if it chooses my teleprompter screen, because my teleprompter screen is 11 inches and it's not designed for that. All right, so we're all up in the Gibson right now. So we're gonna flagged file, and there we go, guys. We just got a new badge. Look at this, nmap Dojo level advanced. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. Look at us just scoring badges like a boss. Thank you all for being here for the badge ceremony. I'm going to go back to the map. I'm going to show off my badge. Look at my badge. Look at this right here. nmap Dojo level speedy, nmap Dojo level advanced. So the more you play, the more badges, the more achievements you unlock, right? It's very cool. You can see they have the skill tree here. As you start learning more skills, you keep track of it. You can see Durbuster and SQL Map are in here. This is some unreleased content right now. But this is just, it's very, very cool. All right. So again, if you go into chat, I have a pinned link. I have a pinned link in chat. You can see it on stream right now for those of you on Facebook. And if you want to learn more or get directed to the World of Haiku, all I did was show World 1A and 1B, show you how it can kind of get you started, kind of running. And then we played through a dojo just to highlight that you can use it to practice. It's not like you play through the game once and you're like, well, I'm done with this, like throw it in the trash. There's a lot of replayability because, again, it's a video game, y'all, but it's only like dressed up like a video game. It's game-based learning. It's cybersecurity and Linux learning. It just happens to be in a video game format, which is cool, right? You choose your own adventure. You can go get an O'Reilly book and read it cover to cover, or you can, you know, play a video game. Okay, and again, I know an O'Reilly book will have more content and you can reference it and stuff like that. So that was just a playful way of comparing the two. All right, so Hugo, holler at me. And if you guys have any questions about World of Haiku, I'm happy to answer those. We're just getting close to the end of the hour, so I wanted to... Ooh, Justin Gold giving me power tips on Steam bosses. All right. Oh, that's fine. Hey, Jesbo, can you share it with me, even though it's in Western Australia? I would just be curious. Let me see if I can Google this really quickly. Oh man, I gotta tell you, I love playing Haiku on Mondays. It's like such a great way to like finish. It's such a great way to finish the week, the Monday. All right, so Jesbo, is it? I see one for RMIT University, one for Victoria University, one for Holmesglen. Like, is it the same program everywhere? TAFE? Oh, TAFE NSW, TAFE Queensland, TAFE SA. Which one is it? Let me know in chat. I want to pull it up. Any idea when the next update drips for World of Haiku? Pretty soon, real soon, Sean. I think, like I said, SQL Map is baked into the dev build right now. So I would think that's coming very soon. Just drop the link. Does anyone see where he dropped the link? He or she? I don't know if Jesbo is a male or female name, and the icon is small, so I apologize. I love the walkthrough of Haiku. I get frustrated early on and haven't touched it since. Now I have the bug to go back. Yeah, go back, Glenn. You know, it's unfortunate. They've added a bunch of updates to it. There's like a hint system that deploys. There's been some more thought put into the user experience. Christopher Cahall says, here in the US alone, apprenticeship up 65%. That's very cool. DM'd you the link for Steam launch options if you ever get around. Okay, that's cool. I really wanted to see Jezbo. All right, Jezbo, can you just tell me, is it TAFE? Is it TAFE Queensland? TAFE, you know? Canberra? TAFE NSW? Search for free for 23 TAFE Western Australia. Okay. All right, let's do this really quickly, guys. Ooh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Like North Metropolitan TAFE. I feel like that's what you're talking about. Let's do this really quickly. Oh, I see. Okay. Only mods can drop links in chat. LOL. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, there really is a lot here. Can I, hold on. I gotta, this is not exactly what we were planning on doing today, but let me do this really quickly. Let me do this. Let me do this. And if you guys don't want to talk about this, that's fine. We can change it too. Let me see this really quickly. All right. Is this it, Jezbo? Like when I look at this, it's like, you tell me. And you know, obviously this wasn't, I didn't have this set up for this, so. Oh. Mark Lauterbach. No, it's fine. Like the stream is over. I already did World of Haiku. I did Worlds 1A and 1B, and I've done the Dojo. I mean, I could just end the stream right now, but like this is really interesting to me, so I wanted to just look at it for a second. All right, let me just do this really quickly. Because I think this could be valuable for other people. Dude, IT is maybe cyber? Ooh, advanced diploma or cyber. Oh, here it is. Certificate 4 in cybersecurity. Let's take a look at that. All right, TAFE. I'm on you now. You're not going to be able to get the stink of TAFE off of me. All right, be equipped to tackle network security. All right. By the way, I got to tell you guys, I always say this in business, like in cybersecurity for business and stuff. Like when there are major incidents or breaches, like everybody opens their checkbook up and is like, how much is it going to cost to make the pain stop? Australia's gotten hit with massive cyber attacks. The healthcare one and the phone company one, like Media Bank and like Optimplex or something. I'm probably butchering those, my Aussie friends, but it really is. You know, this isn't surprising, okay? So, and honestly, I think that's why they're doing the free for 23. Like, you know, it looks like they got it. Optus, thank you. Yeah, it looks like it's bigger than just cyber, but anyways, let's take a look at this. Hi, I love you. Thank you. Okay, so let's check this out. Where's the actual, like, where's the actual curriculum? Like, what do you learn? What do you learn? Where's the curriculum? Hey, Caleb Kirkish, be good, man. We'll see you out there. All right. Yeah, I wish I monitor the risk of cybersecurity attack, implement software, use a range of tools, procedures. Okay. All right, I like it. All right, let's take a look here. So it's going to show up on stream. Okay. All right, so this is being offered in Australia for free. So if you are, I know it's a small subset of people, but if you're in Australia, giddy up on this, man. All right. Okay, yeah, there isn't much material for me to kind of analyze here, Jesbo, but looks cool. User range of tools. So this very much is a defensive, right? Monitor for cyber risks, implement software, tools to mitigate cyber threats, protect an organization. It seems like this course, this training is going to set you up for SOC analyst work. So if that's what you're looking for is SOC analyst work, then that's what this is appears to be mapped to. So, you know, good on you, man. Oi, 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 right? I don't know if it's inappropriate for non-Australian people to say that. I'm saying it. All right. We got 60 folks in chat. We're just about wrapping up the end of the show here. 60 Minutes yesterday was talking about Australian footy guy from the United States. I don't know that. I will tell you that Australia does have Chris Rock, not the comedian from the Oscars, but Chris Rock, the security researcher. He's been on the Simply Cyber live stream. He's given multiple awesome talks. Thank you, Jesbo. He's given multiple awesome talks at DEF CON, and he occasionally harasses me on Twitter, which I genuinely appreciate. I love that guy. But he's Australian. Literally the only person I've ever seen use a Land Rover off-road, like legit using it for the way it's designed. He sent me a picture. He was like off-worlding or off-landing or out-landing, whatever the term is where you go into the woods and you don't come back in your car for a while. I haven't asked him back on the stream, but I could totally I could envision that. Ooh, how about Chris Rock for Simply CyberCon? Yeah. Hey, Ify Hukwu Okafor, good to see ya. Yeah, it sounds like camping, but much more rustic. All right. All right, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to thank all of you for being here. Genuinely appreciate it. I had a great time on stream. You guys always make it fun. Reminder that tomorrow, if you didn't know about this, and I know this is really tough for you Aussies who don't take life too seriously. Tomorrow morning, I will be hosting my every single day Simply Cyber Daily Cyber Threat Briefing. So if you want to get the top cyber news of the day every day in a threat intelligence briefing manner and basically network with a couple hundred other awesome people, come on down. I'll drop a link in chat. It's all about good times there. If you're not all about good times, you can peace out. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. Thank you very much to the mods. Appreciate the support. To the squad members, thanks for being here. Thanks for your continued support. Yeah, off grid. Thanks, Roman. And until tomorrow, guys, stay hungry, stay curious, and definitely stay secure. Take care, everybody.
Yay!